Greetings, everybody. Yesterday in my community chat, I asked individuals if they wanted to hear a dream. And I think one lady said, I'm assuming it's a female, she says no. I'm assuming the N means no. And for some reason, I was like, forget it. Why should I share a dream with these individuals? But I'm going to do it because guess what? It doesn't really matter what you think. It doesn't matter what scorn you have or how many times you want to roll your eyes. That's your problem, not mine. Because guess what? They who send me are the ones who protect me. Therefore, I have to be obedient. I must be obedient to the ones who sent me. Big up yourself, Apple. You know, when I don't hear from you, I miss you. Randy, listen, you guys might say, this is a little creepy old woman. I love you too, guys. I see something special in both of you, Randy and Apple. And, you're males, young males, young black males that I'm relying on to do the change, to make the change within and without, no matter how subtle, and to never conform or never allow yourselves to be taken off your path because we depend on you. You see, you are the ones that our ancestors have been waiting for, and we can't disappoint them. Now, as far as this dream is, listen carefully. There's never a time that I get a vision that is so powerful, that haunts me, that wakes me up in the middle of the night, that stays with me, and it doesn't come true. Now, if you want, you can go back and visit that Vibes Cartel dream, listen to it again, and read my comments under, because I didn't want to interpret that dream. I wanted to read the comments under it and understand what I'm talking about in this dream. It's that kind of dream. Now, in this dream, I'm in a house where I grew up. And when I'm in the house, it's nighttime. And I look through the window and I see men dressed in deep blue from an agency. When I woke up and I looked it up, I could tell exactly what agency they come from. They wear deep blue. Their long black boots and their rifles. And I saw them going in my neighbor's house. And one goes in the house. Well, actually, let me correct that. They go to the house, and at the door stood two Rastafarians. Now, I don't want anyone to think negatively of this dream as far as Rastafarians are concerned, because they symbolize spirituality, really. But they stand at the door and they call out a male. And the male comes out and they both stand at the side of that person. So that person is sandwiched between these two officers. And they take the person off. And I hear them saying to the man, don't worry, just come. You don't need anything, just come. And so shortly after that, they come to my door and there's a male in my house and they're calling the male out. But because I witnessed what happened, they send someone that someone friendly, a face that, you'll be more likely to open your door to. And so when they come, I recognize those two male figures, and they are, of course, Rastafarians again. And they call him gently, like they would call him John. Come here, come here, come. And he says, yes, but I am inside to instruct him. I'm there to tell him, don't go outside. And at one point, I look on a table and I see a car key. And I picked up the key, held it in my hand, put it behind me. And they're speaking very softly because the door is closed. But when you look into their eyes, It's devilish. And they're saying, come, it's okay, don't worry, just come. Don't wait for anything, just come. And so while they're waiting, I encourage John to go through the back door. And he leaves, and I find an exit. And I run down, and I find myself at another house in my neighborhood, and another house in my neighborhood, because I'm running through the district. At every house that I go to, these same men in the blue, they're standing there with their guns and they're grabbing people, and they're just hauling them off and throwing them in vehicles and taking them away. And I run to another home, and keep in mind, all these women are the matriarchs of the society where I grew up, and all of these women died many years ago. Well, the last one, and she's a matriarch. She passed away, I think, 2 years now. I stand in front of her gate, sorry, and I make a phone call. I'm calling 911. There's chaos in the city. When I'm on the phone with the operator, I can hear sirens. I can hear, you know, chaos. And the person who's speaking to me, the responder, the 911 responder, is saying, is it happening to you too? Is it happening over there? It's like they can't keep up. It's all around the world, but of course, it's all around Jamaica. It's all around our little town where people are reported missing. People are calling for help. And it's like it's overwhelming the system. It's like they can't keep up. I go back to the second house, and dear John is hiding out, and I'm telling him the importance of staying put. However, we left one very valuable treasure in the house where we were first staying. But we know that we can't go back there. I know I can't go back there. I have to lie low and wait until this thing passes. Listen, dreams don't always complain for you to understand. Take the symbols. And when I wake up, what I feel after I wake up is what helps me determine what this is. I've always asked others to interpret the dream, and I'm going to ask you to do the same. Remember, the task force is deep blue or dark blue. And these men are fitted royally. So while they're waiting on the outside, they send these two Rastafarians to come to the door. Now it would seem like the Rastafarians are the ones who are coming to betray these individuals and bring these ones to these officers who are waiting. And I say officers, but I should say lawmen. This is a dream that I want to document. Not because I know or want it to come true, but because I know it will. The men were the only ones that will be taken out. Spiritual warfare is at play. The plan or the plot is to remove the men, destroy them, leave the women, abandon the children. What does this mean? What does this mean? Stay blessed, everybody.